Hi everybody and welcome back to Apple Cottage. This is Sandy and I am Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. Well, it's gardening together, and Tuesdays and Thursday mornings I like to do a little bit of gardening together. And we're going to start out with some beautiful lemons. Then we're going to take a stroll out into the garden and we are going to cut some rhubarb leaves. Now, some years my rhubarb is already done by now, but other years, like most years, I still have lots of leaves. So what we are going to make together today is rhubarb lemonade. So we're right in the rhubarb patch. This patch is about 15-16 feet long, and you can see that it's had some hail damage, but other than that it's perfectly fine. Sometimes when I come out here early in the morning, there's literally garter snakes laying on top of these. One morning I think there was maybe 5 of them, different leaves, and I didn't expect them. I went to move and I was like, what? Just very cool though, that before the sun gets hot, it's just a place that they slept all night on. I find that interesting. Now when you go to cut rhubarb, you can do a couple different ways. You can either just cut at the very base, or you can pull and twist. And see how it pulls this part right off? And then you're going to take a knife and just cut that off and cut that part off. I need about 4 cups. So we'll do, I don't know, 12, 15 stalks. And then we'll chop them up inside. Now, the grasshoppers have found my rhubarb also. They've eaten some of the leaves. They like to sit on the leaves for sure. On Thursday, I'm teaching a class on making concrete rhubarb leaves. So I thought I should do a video about that too. So later on in the week, I'm going to do a video of that. Now these aren't my hugest leaves. Those are over on another part. But these will make perfect rhubarb lemonade. You never want to take more than 1/3 of any plant whenever you're cutting. And I always like them to be about 18 inches long. Though I have some squatty rhubarb, that doesn't work with that. When they get thick, I just chop them off. When I did the farmers markets all the time, which I just do once in a while now, I would use so much rhubarb because I'd make strawberry rhubarb pie, I'd have lemonades, I just have all kinds of stuff. Oh, look at there. Look at it, took a whole section. It's okay. We'll just cut those all off and we'll cut all the leaves. So we probably have enough. Now when you make this, you can also, it becomes a concentrate that when you're ready to drink it, you have to add water to it because the lemonade, the lemons and the rhubarb are very strong, which you can put in containers and freeze. So that's probably enough for our project for today. I often wonder when those snakes are on top of the leaves, what stories they have. I always look at things and think what stories they have. Trees, animals, snakes, bugs. I'm going to show you one of my spiders. It's an orb spider. I love them. They eat so many bugs at night. Let's go chop these up and we're going to go through the process of making rhubarb lemonade. They have kind of an orangey back. They eat lots and lots of bugs. This is a good size one. So I'm chopping up the rhubarb. About 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. Then I'm going to put it in a pot, cover it with water, bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So let me finish chopping and we will look at it when it's simmering. The rhubarb came to a boil, so I turned it down to 2, which is like a medium low. I set my timer for 15 minutes. I'll stir it every so often, and then I'm going to let that strain and I'm going to cool it. I thought I would do my lemons while the rhubarb is heating up, and it's just a matter really of squeezing them out. But let me show you a trick. If you roll your lemon, you know, I suppose you could just squeeze it, but it's easier for me to roll it. It kind of breaks down those walls, those separations, all the little cells, and you can feel it that it becomes softer. So if you roll that, then you slice it in half and you go to squeeze it, it's just so much easier to get that juice out of there. Some of the seeds will plop down in there. I'll scoop those out. And I squeeze most of it, then I let it set for a while. And when I get ready to come back around, I will squeeze these again because they've set for a while and it makes it easier. And as you know, I'm a saver of seeds, so I'm saving the lemon seeds. I'll see which ones I can get to germinate. So I'm just going to continue to squeeze all these till I get 2 cups of lemon juice. Our 15 minutes are up, and you can see it is just really broken down. It's just really started to fall apart, and that's exactly what you want. So we're going to go over and strain this now. This is just a jelly strainer, and it's got a bowl underneath of it, and we're just going to pour that rhubarb in there. And I'm literally going to let that strain for 30 minutes. I'm not going to squeeze it though, because I don't want it at all to become cloudy. So I'm just going to let that strain. Very pretty color. And we'll be back in 30 minutes. Our 30 minutes are up. It's done draining. It was in a jelly strainer. And I added the sugar. So I'm just mixing it up. So it's just a beautiful rhubarb juice right now. We're going to add that to the lemon juice to make our rhubarb lemonade. Now I have added other things once in a while. I've added strawberries or raspberries or some orange juice, a little lime juice. Those are just personal preferences. But today it's just rhubarb lemonade. Now I put it in a half-gallon mason jar. So what do we have in here? We have 2 cups of lemon juice, squeezed. We have our rhubarb and the water that we added to cover it, and 1.5 cups of sugar. Then I added another lemon and a half, just sliced. Now see, there's a little bit of room in here. And I'm going to let this sit for a few hours in the refrigerator. And the reason why I do that is because it will become a little more concentrated. Now I wish I could tell you that, oh, you just add 1.5 cups of water because it's concentrated. I can't tell you that because every single time it's different. The rhubarb may be more tart. The lemons may be more tart. So that is a hard thing to decide. Sometimes I don't add any extra water because it's perfect just the way it is. I will let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours and then I'll taste it, and we'll do a little quick video of that. After it's set in the refrigerator, I just filled it to the top of the half-gallon, and it was just perfect. So I didn't need a lot this time for the concentration. Well, we're finished. Rhubarb lemonade. It is a great summer thirst quencher. It's fun, it's easy to make, and it has that combination of being tart and sweet at the same time, and it is a great combination. I hope you try it. As always, like, subscribe, share with the world. This is Sandy. I am Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, and I hope you're enjoying a beautiful day.